This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. The Trojans will kick it away to start. Fair catch called for and made. So the Michigan Wolverines offense is on the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the USC Trojans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
We always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than it came like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look.
Pulls it in on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. And what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the secondary.
And it's always a big, strong-arm guy that throws the ball the yard, that's just good-looking. I mean, just all the things that most people aren't, but that they want to root for and cheer for because they always find that guy at that position that does great things.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The option look. He'll pitch it. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here's the fly sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. The sure hands, it's Bell. On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down. And once he caught the pass, he had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
It's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Throwing right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal. This one a 41-yarder. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And here comes the offense on second down. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. It was one of the more shocking moves in the whole history of conference realignment with USC joining the Big Ten. The question for me, does USC adjust to the Big Ten, or will the Big Ten have to adjust to SC?
Well, I know one thing. USC is going to bring a lot of flash and a lot of Hollywood to the Big Ten. You think back, David, to guys like Caleb Williams, Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, Heisman Trophy caliber players with speed, guys that just become must-watch TV. I think the Trojans are bringing that over to the Big Ten.
Yeah, they are, and I'm so excited to see now them in the Big Ten because we've seen them out west for so long, and we always question their schedule in the football out west. Well, now they're joining the major conference, one of the major conferences in college football. Interested to see how the Trojans stack up with the big dogs.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Hines just tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That's caught. It's Edwards. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. When I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Burke or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
and the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking for space. It's Edwards. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To throw, it's Warren. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they take the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 6 over Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Marks. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Throws it in. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. The DBs will back off a bit. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return as a 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Warren. It's complete. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
First down for this offense. Hold and fire complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Off the RPO, complete. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Warren. Fires left. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll try the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
They'll run play action. Right down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Unleashes it on the run. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What a catch and run for 6.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Wolverines are flying down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. With the catch, it's Edwards. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Getting some heat. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He'll try it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the option. Quick toss. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Give to the running back. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north.
Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. To the air, it's Warren. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Runs through the tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Marks. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs of games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, USC! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Play the analytics here and you go for 2. They're trying to slam it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Trojans! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And with the extra point, the lead is 12 here in the 4th. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Warren. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big way.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back...
Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Warren. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with it.
Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palm.